Hello everyone and welcome to another Daily Dose of Drupal. I am Shane Thomas and we're on episode number 218 today. We're going to be talking about the Editor Advanced Link module. Before we get started, make sure you're following me on Twitter at smthomas3 and also check out the Code Karate Patreon page where you can show your support. Let's go ahead and get started. Right now we're on the D8 Editor Advanced Link module page. This is a super simple module that serves a really cool little purpose, especially if you want your content editors on your website to be able to control a little bit more details about the links they're creating in their content. So if we go ahead and look at this image, you can see it's going to allow us to set a CSS class, an ID, and a rel class on our links. And a title is also available, but that I believe is already there. So we need to do some setup besides just turning the module on. But the first thing is, let's of course make sure the module is turned on. It's just the advanced link module. Once you're on the modules page, you can see it's already enabled on this website. You then need to set up your text format. So let's head on over to the configuration, content, authoring, text formats, and editors page. And we're going to go ahead and look at the basic HTML text format here. And there's two ways you can do this. And it says this in the Drupal.org page for the D8 Editor Advanced Link module. So if we come back to our text format here, I'm just using the basic HTML. One option is to turn off this limit allowed HTML tags and correct faulty HTML. We don't want to do that though, because then they'd be able to put in any HTML tag. So we definitely want to still limit those tags that the content editors on the site are using. So we're going to leave that option on. We're not going to do it that way. If you come down into the filter settings, there are options to select or add the allowed HTML tags. Inside each of these tags, if you just add a space, you can add any attributes that you want to be allowed. So you can see on image there can be a source, an alt, a height. If you find the one that says the A link, or for the link tag, you can see href is already there. There's a few others. I went ahead and added ID, target, rel, and class. Now you may need to add in title if it's not there. You don't need this equals, but just make sure you have it so these are added to that A tag. Then once you save it and you go back to a piece of content, I'm just going to pick an article here and I'm going to create a link. So I edit this article. I'm just going to select some text here, and if I click the link button in CK Editor, you can see I can type in my URL, and this is using the link it module, which I went over in a past episode. I can add a title. I can then click on advanced and add a CSS class. So maybe I wanted all external links to have a CSS class, and maybe it would show a little icon that said you're leaving the site or something like that. I can give it an ID, so I could call this a Google link since it's going to Google. If I wanted to add anything to the rel tag, such as a nofollow, I could add that. I could also then select it to be opened in a new window. So let's save that. And if we go ahead and save, and then I take a look at this link here, so just open up my dev tools so we can look at this. You can see it has a class of external -link. It has an ID of Google link. The rel equals nofollow is there. The target is blank, and the title is Google. So a really simple way to create a link, and when you click on it, it goes to Google. So go ahead and check out the D8 Editor Advanced Link module. It's handy, it's really simple, and it's going to allow you to allow content editors more flexibility when creating links on your website. That's it for this time on the Daily Dose of Drupal. We'll see you next time.